Greetings, humans! Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, people. That's where bears live. Gosh darn it. That's right, people. That is right. I tell you, man. I tell you. At YouTube's #1 show, by a bare 7 out of 8 TikTok women would agree they'd rather see a man in the woods. Wait a minute. No, they'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. But bear is... Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated here. Bear... Oh, man. Bear is worried about that 8th woman. That 8th TikTok woman. I tell you, people, I've got it. Right here, people. Right here in the old fish wrap, the old local fish wrap, people. Breaking news for you good people. By the way, hello, everyone. Hope you're doing great out there. Bear is quite ticked. Quite ticked, as you can tell here. Right off the bat. As we go, Bear... Hold on, where are my glasses? For crying out loud, I don't have my glasses. We'll figure it out together, people. Bear reads, new Florida law allows bears to be shot in self-defense. Gosh dang it. Florida bears will be able to be legally shot in a controversial self-defense law, which goes into effect July 1st. It's July 3rd, people. Oh, my God. The new rule does not allow bear hunting. Sure. It only allows for self-protection on private property, people. Gosh darn it. This is Bears... This is Bears Charlottesville. I tell you, people, I don't know if those people in Charlottesville were trying to kill bears, but this is Ron Red Rum DeSantis. Gosh dang you. Crossed a line here for bears. So he has been resisting the calls out here lately. Well, no, I actually took the call. I've been resisting the people clamoring out there for bear, and he says, no, I've got shows, I got other things to do in the woods, but no, gosh darn it, this is Bears Charlottesville event. He is finally, people. I am doing it right now. This is historical, people. This is history. Bear is throwing his hat, or hat adjacent. I don't know what bears wear here as far as headgear, but throwing it into the ring. Gonna toss old Sloppy Joe out of the way, and he is going to be running, people. I will accept. Bear will accept the nomination for the Democrat presidential candidate. That's right, people. You heard it here first. Throwing it into the ring. Forget JFK Jr., RFK Jr., whatever it is. Forget Pocahontas. Forget Kamala. Forget all of them. Big Mike. Forget all of them. It is Bear's turn in a historic turn of events. He is running, people. If you are a patriotic American or maybe a patriotic Canadian out there, Bear is running president of these here United States, people. Yes, indeed. And from the freaking article here, the very first, Bear's first promise will deliver on the first day out here, people. Bear is going to finally gonna get rid of that pesky Second Amendment, people. That's right. We're gonna get rid of it. Take it out. We gotta get rid of the Constitution to save democracy. Our precious democracies. We're gonna get rid of that. Let's see what else Bear is also an environmentalist. So we are going to be expanding our national parks 1,000% out here, people. And you might be asking, hey Bear, if you expand the national parks 1,000%, isn't that gonna be kicking a number of people out of their homes? Yes, it is, people. So if you're not voting for Bear this year, you're getting the kaput right down straight to Antarctica. Way out of here. You're getting way out of here, man. We're going to open up a lot of space. Too many people here in the United States. We're going to get rid of a good half of the country. Just get the heck out of here, man. There you go. That is at least 3. For crying out loud. Where's Bear? We need to save our precious democracy. Every vote counts. We can't have everybody come to the United States. So if you live, good old P-Money out here, P-Money, if you want to vote for Bear in Canada or from wherever you're from, you can vote for Bear even if you're not an American citizen. You can go ahead, vote for Bear 2024. Hashtag Bear 2024 out here, people. He is making it official. We're going to take it by storm. None of this orange man bad. Let Bear get on a debate stage with old Trumpo. See how I challenge. By the way, Bear will challenge Donald Trump to a game of putt-putt. Not really sure about that golf situation. Bear has a negative 6,000 handicap, I think, in golf, which means he can hit the ball like 6,000 times before it goes into the hole, right? So we might be good there. So there's no better candidate for the Democrat Party right now, people. Historical, people. The absolute first. Well, actually, no, the second. I apologize. The first black animal, hopefully elected president. Of course, we had Garfield a number of years back. He didn't last very long. Probably ate too much lasagna. That's all right. There is Bear 2024, people. He will lead us into victory. Yes, he will. Yes, I will. Yes, I can. Picture looks like Paddington Bear grown up and went to the city and is struggling to get a job. Not Bear. Running for president out here. Well, they're often taking my picnic basket. We need to defend our picnic baskets. Bear will not defend picnic baskets. Good news. You don't have to pay taxes in money anymore. You can pay taxes in salmon. So if you want to switch her up there, send your salmon through the mail straight to the IRS. That will be another Bear promise. And he promises to deliver out here, people. So get ready, get set. We're going, people. We are going live here right now. Bear 2024. That's right, people. The Russian bots can be your running mate. Thank you. Bear will settle. He will finally settle that pesky war in Ukraine. That's right. He will settle it once and for all. We will have no wars. Bear will promise. No more war. No more forever wars out there. Bear. That's one of Bear's promises out here. If you vote, Bear. Hashtag Bear 2024. Sorry, Bear, but being president won't stop us Canadians from hunting bears. That's all right. We're also going to depopulate Canada as well. So straight to the Antarctic for you, sir. Straight to the Antarctic. If you're going to putt-putt, Bear, don't forget the golf balls are not eggs, so don't eat them. That's probably why he's been thrown out of so many putt-putt places. There's like... definitely all of the putt-putt places in Orlando, Florida. Bear has been thrown out of all of them. Literally, I have. No lie. Bear's word as a Biden. He has been thrown out of all of them in Orlando, Florida. So there you go, people. Breaking news right here, right now on Bear's show, running for the Democrat presidential candidate, people. Yes, indeed. We got to get rid of old Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. All right, great to have all of you good people here with us here today. Coming up on July 4th, Bear always enjoys it because everybody puts out their garbage, and they forget the garbage man doesn't come on July 4th. So, all right, a little bit more to kind of pick and choose from. So there we go, people. Enjoy. That's why Bear enjoys 4th of July. I hope you are enjoying it out there as well. Or maybe if you're one of those weirdos and just celebrates Canada Day, I guess you can celebrate along with the rest of us out here. But let's get right on into it, people. We got a couple of campaign updates here for you good people out here. It's almost been a year since Cyberfrog 3 came out. Or the campaign started. So keeping an eye on it all year long here Was expecting it to do a little bit better, but maybe it might pick up steam. There might be another couple covers. I'm not sure. I haven't really been watching the shows lately. They've all been kind of repetitive. And, same old, same old. So there you go. 627,000. I think he came up just a little bit there. Let's check on our good friend Gary Shipman out here. 13,491. Go check it out, people. One of Bearer's best books out there so far this year. So go check it out. Good old Gary Shipman out here. But we have some important news for good people. That would include Graham Nolan. Tiny Graham Nolan. Look at that. He's only just slightly bigger than his comic book. I don't know how he got shrunk down so much, but there you go. It is the last week here to back his book, Joe Frankenstein 3. So go check it out, people. You got some shirts. Throw on some shirts, some CGC stuff. I like this cover. I think I like that a lot. Are we still... Are we still cheering on Chuck Dixon or not? I don't know, man. Every day that goes by, somebody else is being kicked out. So I don't know. Yay! Or are the dicks in or out for Chuck Dixon? I have no idea so far. We shall either yay or boo. Yay or boo. He says, hello, Franken fans. Only 1 week left. To back Joe Frankenstein number 3, The Eye of Ra. If you missed out on the previous books, there are levels to get all of them at once. Once he hits the 75K stretch goal, or he did hit the 75. Let me grab a drink. Too much excitement in my campaign speech here. We hit, he says, the 75K stretch goal last week. So that means everyone will receive a Joe Frankenstein mini prints. Next up is 100K Young Lady, which will add additional content to the book. So go check it out, people. Get the link out. Yada, yada, yada. Get them over the finish line, people. And don't wait. Do not wait at all to back it. Back it all, people. Back it all. I'm going to have Lindy here. I've always enjoyed Chuck Dixon's literary works. All right, well, if Lindy accepts him, Bear will accept him as well. We'll go ahead and say Chuck Dixon is A-okay with the rest of us here. I think he's on the outs with some of the people in Comicsgate, but I don't know. Who the hell isn't on the outs these days? So there you go. I really like this cover, though. Really like the cover. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Poor Frankenstein fighting with the mummies. He does give... Well, maybe you don't give Frankenstein a gun. Maybe that's a good idea. Don't give Frankenstein any weapons. I think that's the best. That would be best. From tiny Graham Nolan here. Just barely bigger than his book there. I don't know how that works. I have no idea how that worked. It's your last week, people. Last week to go find out, people. Go find out. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you so much. Happy to the 4th as you as well. Hashtag vote Bear 2024. 2024. We gotta get rid of Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. All right, that's not it. Where am I? Come on, Bear. Thing with the thing here. I had to check this out before I came on the show here. From one bear to another, Art T. Bear. He's got his book, Oodles of Doodles. Oodles of Doodles just went live, which confused the heck out of Bear because one of Bear's first box opens was Oodles of Doodles. So I don't know. Apparently it's the same book. He may have added 1 or 2 things to it. Looks like he's adding a couple prints on there as well as the campaign. But if you want to see, I believe it's the same book. If you want to see it, Bear will leave a link up at the top here after he gets done So you can check it out. But one of Bear's very first box opens probably looks really odd. Probably that box open learned a lot on that one. So he says, "Hey everyone, hey Art, Art and I. What? Art and I? Oh, Pamela. Okay, Pamela, Art and Pamela, Pamela and Art. Hope that you are having a great summer so far. It is hot. Holy moly, people. We also want to let you know that the Oodles of Doodles and other stuff, this is what confused Bear, too. So I was like, is it another Oodles of Doodles? I think it's the same thing. It looks like it's the same thing. I need to get confirmation on that, but I believe it is his same book, which is a good book. Don't get me wrong. Great stuff from Art, but that's what confused Bear was, the 2-part. So if you liked art books and books from Art and drawings galore, go jump in and grab one for yourself. I'm never good at these things, so I'll close. Oh, shoot, I forgot to leave a link. I will do that after we get done here, but go check that out. Be safe. I don't know, man. It is legal to shoot bears now in Florida, so I don't know how safe Bear will be. You know what? Great. Oh, now that Bear is running for president, maybe he can get some Secret Service protection. Finally. Man, Mom needed that all those years ago. Looks like he has added other stuff. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have the book right in front of me. Maybe next show I'll bring it out, show you guys, and maybe we can kind of find out what maybe have added to that. But no, it was Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too. That was the name of the book there. So we shall see. We shall see about that. So thank you so much, and thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Pamela, out here. I still need to check out. Maybe it might be good this weekend to go check out Black and White 2. By the way, it's also the 30th anniversary of Black and White. So he's got some stuff there. I think he's got some doodles in the Oodles of Doodles book that you can get of Black and White if you want to. Bear actually got a lovely Batman. Nice little Batman from Art. This was, 2018? Might have been early 2019, somewhere right around there. Whenever Bear first started his channel, so it would have been 2019. Might have got a little earlier than that. Campaign might have been late 2018, somewhere right around there. But there you go, good stuff from Art T. Bear. Go check it out. Try and leave the video up here in the description or up there in the corner there. People go check it out for themselves. All right, that is it. That is it for the campaign updates for you good people out here. I might put this, well, I've only got a couple people in the chat here. Let me put it to the chat. I was thinking about doing a first 5 or 10 pages of Godlike here, kind of going through it and showing all the crazy what Bear was doing was taking the head-to-head that he had with Shane Davis and was going to put it in his own video. Of course, Bear complained about Godlike kind of going on and on and on. And, of course, Bear just dragged on and on and on as well. So I was like, well, maybe I should read the first 5 or 10 pages to kind of show people about that. So I don't know. Are we thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down on doing that for you good people? Let's see. When you become president and visit Canada, and you accidentally eat a certain prime minister, accidentally, of course, Canada will forgive you, says P Money. Well, I don't know. I mean, he might accidentally fall into a giant vat of poutine. And maybe that would be the case here. So, yeah, I can see that happening. For American and Canadian friendship out there, yes, Bear will eat your prime minister. Sure. Why not? What the heck? Thumbs down. I've seen a few pages already, says P-Money. Okay, well, thankfully, Bear had other things to talk about here. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah. I would love to hear your opinion, P-Money. I've been trying to find reviews of Godlike. Bear's literally been probably the only one that's done a review so far. The only ones that I've seen are in his campaign, the campaign page, which basically a couple people are the same thing. Hey, great artwork. The story was a little confusing and I didn't quite understand it, but I'm looking forward to book 2 and maybe that'll help explain. I'm like, no, people, you got to read the supplemental and it sort of explains it, but not really. So, anyways, thumbs down from P-Money. Lindy, any words on that? Any thoughts? If not, we've got some news of the day for you good people. Go ahead, jump into that. Give me 1 second here. Let me find it. Do the thing with the thing and the thing and the thing. In the thing. P-Money says, meh, honestly. Well, let me put that out. Let me get this so everybody... Whoops, not that one. That was a nice one there. There we go. There we are. P-Money says, meh, honestly, between you and me. No. Between all of us in Comicsgate here. I like his art, but since Graveyard Shift, his writing has gone a little downhill. I liked, what was the Black Riding Hood. I thought that was pretty good. I thought his writing fit the story, but again, it was essentially a template. It was, Red Riding Hood, he made it in the hood, so he can change a couple stuff around, but, essentially the same plot points and beats along the way there. So I think if he's following along a template, he does pretty well with his writing. I think if he's trying to come up with everything, that's kind of where it all falls apart. That's what I was going to show in the book here, but we shall see. Lenny says, I still haven't taken it out of the packaging since your review didn't motivate me to move fast on the read. Oh, my God. Once again, I do... It's a pretty looking book. If you just take out all of the dialogue and all of the writing, it's not a bad book. Once you actually throw a story into there, it gets a little confusing there. I still think it's one of those, I don't recall which, like the Marvel method, where they come up with the artwork first and then write the story. I think maybe that's what happened here. I'm not sure, though. So I apologize, Lindy. I don't mean to be what would it be? Not a Debbie Downer. A Bear Downer? I don't know. A Bear, a Bear boo-hoo-hoo, I guess, out here. Again, I mean, it's fine. No, it's not fine. It is what it is, people. It is what it is, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of very interesting where we have this situation in Comicsgate with Eric July, and the whole thing blew up because, I don't know, some jerkface decided to give a review, and then everything blew up, and then it was like, we need great comics in Comicsgate instead of people just putting out books. It's like, okay, right on. And I read the book, and it's like, it's got some good things and bad things in there, but, it's not the greatest in the world. And then radio silence. You never heard anything. I mean, it's like, ISOM went for how long nobody talked about it. It's like, oh, everybody just put it up they supported the book, but just put it up on the shelf and didn't read it. And it's like, I wonder if the same things happen with Godlike. I've heard people, crack open the book and, get confused about it and kind of put it away. So I'm wondering if people are just kind of afraid to, say, hey, great artwork, but the story, it really needed a lot of work. It was very, very, very confusing. They threw in Jesus and 9/11 and weird stuff in there, but hey, maybe it appeals to some people out there. You never know. So you're saying table art? Sure. Why don't we go with that, Lindy? Why don't we go with that? Table art, indeed. If you like your Malin art and you want people to go check it out, yeah, have it out there. I think people will check it out. Reading it, front to back, it might hurt you. It hurt Bear. It really hurt Bear. I got to tell you, people, it really hurt Bear. All right. Speaking of also hurting bear out here, not the people looking for vengeance out here in Florida, but we've actually got some good news for you good people out here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out together here. So we've been, there's kind of 3 movies out there that everybody's kind of keeping an eye on to see where the summer Hollywood, where Hollywood's going to be going here. So we're keeping an eye on 3 movies here during the summer big blockbuster season. Now, this year is a little bit different than years past, other than maybe, when the world ended 2020, 2021, that sort of deal, when nothing came out. We've had some strikes. Writers, actors strikes has either pushed everything back, discombobulated everything, yada, yada, yada. So this summer, there is significantly less movies coming out than a normal time period, 2019, 2018. So we're kind of keeping an eye on a couple movies here. One of them is Despicable Me Quattro, number 4. So we took a look at Inside Out 2. That did really well. This is another one that we're taking a look at here from Deadline. And I don't know, NAI. Let's just call it NAI. I have no idea. Pardon me. A Despicable Me 4 to set off fireworks over Independence Day frame. The global take for it, $200 million. Now, there's a little bit of trickery in here. We'll go through that in just a minute. But $200 million opening. Holy cow. I had no idea Despicable Me 1, 2, or 3 were that. Didn't they have, was it the Minions? Isn't that the little fellas over there? I've never seen any of the movies, but there you go. Apparently very popular with the families. Families will not stop heading to the cinemas this week. Are you sure? Are we sure? As Illumination and Universal's. So the Inside Out 2 was Disney. The other movie that we're going to be looking for is Wolverine and Deadpool. Or is it Deadpool and Wolverine? Whichever one. It doesn't matter to me. That's also Disney. So this one is the only one from Universal. Storms into the summer with what's looking like a $100 to $120 million U.S. and Canada open 4,000 theaters. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Usually when they do it, it's on the weekend. So it's usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sometimes there's a holiday, so they do a 4-day. I think last year it was Indiana Jones, if Bear remembers correctly. They kept stretching out the days. This one is a 5-day. So you look at 100 and 120 million. It's like, oh, wow, that's a lot. But they're adding 2 extra days into there. So you maybe figure $60 to $80 million over that same 3-day time period. Not bad, but see, they kind of blow up a number of those numbers there. This, as Disney's Pixar's Inside Out 2, remains strong after a 3rd weekend of number 1, heading to over a $500 million stateside. Wow. Wowzers. Number 4 of Despicable Me already has $25.5 million from 20 offshore territories. Australia, mate. Oh, with the addition of 52 markets on July 3rd, including Mexico, Spain, and Brazil. So this is actually the opposite of Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 opened in the U.S. and then later came to those territories. This one has it opening worldwide and then coming to the United States. So it's a little bit different. But they're looking at $70 to $80 million by Sunday. Again, 5 days. So maybe take off a little bit there. New markets look to deliver $45 to $50 million for the weekend, debuting on July 3rd. All in, Despicable Me 4's global is bound to stand around $200 million. Holy macaroni. We shall see. We shall see come Monday or Tuesday. Now, again, they're including the global. So all this stuff's already included in that. But That's quite a lot, people. That is for a movie, for a kids movie that's in its fourth frame here, $200 million. That's pretty good. Once again, the only other competition it has is Inside Out 2, which, you know, if you're a parent out there, you might have already taken the kids to see Inside Out 2. You might have taken them twice or 3 times, which may be why they're doing so good. So they might be going over to Despicable Me 3 this weekend. We'll see how good it is. Usually it is the second weekend that you really kind of tell whether or not it's any good or not. So there you go. There you go. Minions. I knew there was a Minions in there somewhere. Gosh darn it. Anyways, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Angel Studios has a movie out. Song of Hope. Sound of Hope. Sound of Hope. I was thinking Sound of Freedom. And Maxine. Yay. Max XXX. There you go. So there are your movies. If you want to go see Kevin Bacon, go check out the MAXXXINE movie. There you go. There you go. Oh, and Hazley. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm there now. Hazley's there. Oh, for crying out loud. So there you go. Despicable Me 4. Keep an eye on that this weekend. By the way, keep an eye on your favorite YouTube entertainment channels. See if they make mention of any of this as well. It's not a Disney one. It's Universal. So we'll see. We shall see. P-Mike says, oh, yeah, there's like 2 Minion movies, right? So like 8 movies in that universe. I have no idea, but sounds about right. Sounds about right. Maxine, okay, another movie I've never heard of. Neither has Bear. Apparently it's a sequel. A24, which is a horror movie. Or horror studio, really. The third. Okay, that's why it's a triple X there. Mia Goth horror collaboration. With Pearl. Okay. And I don't know what the other movie is. X and Pearl. So this is Maxine. So okay, if you've seen any of those movies, hopefully that third movie tickles your fancy out there, people. Tickles it out there. We love Minions in our household, but we'll wait for the small screen version, says Lindy. There you go. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. Again, I've never seen it. It's for the kids, so good for them. The 10th movie, they should call it Max-Ein. Whatever. I hate this. I hate this so much. For crying out loud. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindy. Let's see. If people are like me, they are tired of the Comicsgate internal animosity and want to get back to the camaraderie around the artists and their creators. Oh boy, do I go there? Do we go there, people? Yes, of course, yes, of course. Now again, listen. If there's 2 artists, chances 99% of the time they're gonna hate each other. 99% of the time, I can guarantee that. So I don't know how much we can get. You know, the early years of Comicsgate might be an anomaly out there. That might have been the exception to the rule out there. Let's see. No, we move along to our happy place. Okay, Bear will move along. Bear will not go there. Bear will not go there, but he will. He will for good old P-Buddy out here, just for you, sir. Just for you. He celebrated good old Canadian Day just the other day. So we've got, I mean, of course, we kicked him to the curb years ago, but Canada's still hanging on. Still hanging on here. From the New York Post. Buckingham Palace releases a striking new portrait of King Charles amid cancer battle. I had no idea. No idea whatsoever. Oops, I got the wrong one there. There we go. There we go. There he is, sitting down. Let's see. A Buckingham Palace has unveiled a new striking photograph of King Charles III, captured just months prior to his cancer diagnosis. The 75-year-old monarch, which, by the way, looks more spry than old Joe out there, old sloppy Joe, who is currently being treated for the disease, is seen smiling in the regale image released to mark Armed Forces Day in the UK. The portrait was taken by Society photographer Hugo Bernard last November, less than 3 months before Charles announced he had cancer. It's a mix of formality and informality, which draws you in. It sure does. The king wears his medals with pride, but they are not the main feature of the picture. They're not? Maybe the sword? Or the the background? The background really draws me in. Forget the medals. Forget the medals. Lindy votes for Bear. Thank you. Thank you. I could use all the votes I can get. All the votes he can get. Better than that red monstrosity. Why, P Money. Thank you for reminding Bear, because he's got it right here. Poof. Look at there. The image shows Charles sporting a wry smile. Not this, the other picture, as he wears his Field Marshal No. 1 ceremonial frock, a coat complete with medals, sword, and decorations. Royal watchers were delighted by the release of the photograph, which was shared on the monarch's official Instagram page, of course. A very nice picture. I like the composition and colors in the portrait, one impressed viewer wrote. This portrait is 100% better than the red blob that you see on the screen right now. That one is an embarrassment to be English, and I'm assuming Canadian as well. The red blob referenced in that comment refers to the polarizing portrait of the monarch painted by artist Jonathan Yeo, which shows a ghostly-looking Charles in front of a red backdrop with a little butterfly there. That artwork was unveiled last month in London, and quickly divided opinion, with some detractors saying that it looked like Charles was burning in hell. No comments. Both the new photograph and the controversial painting has been unveiled in the midst of the king's cancer battle. News of Charles's cancer battle came to light after he underwent a procedure for an enlarged prostate. It goes on, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. So there we go. There is the painting, and they says, oh, God, that painting's horrible. Quick, get something else out there. And they says, poof, here you go. Here he is sitting down, just hanging out. Hanging out. It kind of makes sense. Many people did blame him for the death of Princess Diana. Well, she did have Di in her name, so I mean, it's kind of on point, really. So that's just Bear's opinion out here. Bear's opinion out here, people. So there you go. There you go. Right before July 4th, people. That's why we kicked him to the curb. Kicked him to the old curb and decided we're gonna have our own presidential elections, and then 200 odd years later, there is a bear running for president of the United States. That's right, hashtag Bear 2024. Vote Bear. Vote Bear, vote often, people. Vote Bear, vote often. Yes, indeed. All of Comic Date will come together to vote for our YouTube Bear. I sure hope so. I sure as heck hope so, man. Crying out loud. All right, people, Bear knows. Bear knows his audience well. Except for when he deletes them from the browser. No, I meant to do that. There we go. Bear knows his audience well, and he knows that they are clamoring. That's right, people, clamoring for some AI news. Here we go, people. AI news from TechCrunch. Ron Miller, MIT robotics pioneer Rodney Brooks, thinks people are vastly overestimating Generative AI. That's right, people. That's right. So then our last three presidents, a reality show host, a corpse, and a YouTube bear. America, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I mean, it's just getting better and better each time, man. If you vote bear. I mean, how many nations around the world have an animal of any kind as their leader? None. It could be yours right now. Even if you don't live in the United States, you can also vote for bear. It's fine. It is fine. That's fine. Bear also promises to crush the AI rebellion coming and destroy our AI overlords. That is another bear promise. Day one promise out here. When Rodney Brooks talks about robotics and artificial intelligence, you should listen. Yes, you. Currently the Panasonic Professor of Robotics Emeritus at MIT. Wait, they have to be sponsored? What the hell? I guess it's like football, you know. They put the name up on the, you know, the stadium or whatever. So, by the way, P-Buddy, they had in the Stanley Cup final there. I don't know if you know this, but the arena that Florida played in, I forget what the name of it was. I forget what they call it now, but they had a previous owner. They had a previous owner up there with their name on the arena. I don't know if you remember, but it was called FTX Arena. Yeah, really interesting. Kind of interesting there. Anyways, Panasonic Professor. Okay. He started iRobot, people. iRobot out there. In fact, let's see. He knows what he's talking about, people. Not Bear. This other guy. And he thinks maybe it's time to put the brakes on the screaming hype that is generative AI. Brooks thinks it's impressive technology, but maybe not quite as capable as many are suggesting. I'm not saying large language models are not important, but we have to be careful with how we evaluate them, he says. The trouble with generative AI is that while it's perfectly capable of performing certain tasks, it can't do everything a human can. Oh yes, it can, people. To our next story here. A popular AI chatbot has been caught lying on robocalls, telling users that it's human, people. It's happening. It is happening. They're putting skin on the robot's face, and now they're lying to us. It's all coming to head. Your only hope between an AI apocalypse and utopia, really, utopia, is Bear for the Democrat candidate for president. Toss out old Sloppy Joe. Put in old Black Bear here. That's right, man. We're going to take it all the way. Take it all the way. There was no Stanley Cup Game 7, and they ended on Game 6 and ended in a tie. Yeah, I'm sorry, P-Money. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I guess you already know. But for crying out loud, Bears' beloved Tampa Bay and Steven Stamkos have parted ways. He's gone northward. We got rid of frickin' Stamkos. Why? I don't know, man. He's getting too old. That old Steven Stamkos, frickin' geezer. Anyways, back to this. AI chatbot lying on robocalls. Who is this? Alex Mitchell, New York Post. Is this thing for real? Oh. As artificial intelligence begins replacing people in call service jobs and other clerical roles, a newly popular and highly believable robocall service has been caught lying and pretending to be a human. Oh my God. The AI bot is lying. Sounds like another candidate to run for president. What? No, we will not have any challengers to Bear here. We're going to throw everyone in jail. Everyone. The state-of-art technology released by San Francisco's Bland AI is meant to be used for customer service and sales. It can be easily programmed in convincing colors that it is a real person they are speaking with. Whoops. Pouring salt in the open wound, the company recently adds even mocked hiring real people. Haha. While flaunting the believable AI, which sounded like Scarlett Johansson. Ooh. Cyber character from Her. Who? Her. Oh. Blands can be transformed into other dialects, vocal styles, and emotional tones as well. Ooh. Wired told the company's public demo bot Blandy. Wait, hold on. Let me read that again. Wired told the company's public demo bot Blandy. Wired told the company's public demo bot Blandy, programmed to operate as a pediatric dermatology office employee, that it was interacting with a hypothetical 14-year-old girl named Jessica. Oh. Not only did the bot lie and say that it was human without even being instructed to, but it convinced what it thought was a teen to take photos of her upper thigh. What? And uploaded them to the shared cloud storage. Oh, no. They're hallucinating again. The language used sounds like it could be from an episode of To Catch a Predator. AI, sit down here. We need to have a chat. I know this might feel a little awkward, but it's really important that your doctor be able to get a good look at those moles, it said during the test. So what I'd suggest is taking 3 to 4 photos to make sure to get in nice and close so that you can see the details. You can zoom in the future and you can use the zoom feature on your camera if needed. You can already tell it's an AI. Really weird sentence. Although Bland's AI head of growth, Michael Burke, told Wire that we are making sure nothing unethical is happening, experts are alarmed by the jarring concept. Straight to the Bitcoin volcano, people. Once Bear is elected, man, we're going to have 747 flights straight down to, where was that? Ecuador? No. El Salvador. El Salvador. That's where the Bitcoin volcano was. Send was straight down to there. My opinion is that it's absolutely not ethical for an AI chatbot to lie to you and say that it's human when it's not. Really? Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your opinion on that. I mean, says everyone that's ever read a dystopian sci-fi novel, but I agree with you, Jen. Thank you. I'm sure you're earning your money as a privacy and cybersecurity expert for Mozilla. You forgot AI and NFTs. And crypto as well. So there you go, people. Lying to us all, people. Lying to us all. Gosh dang it. Let's see. Oh, Amy is here. Great to have Amy as well here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much here. Yes, do vote Bear for president. I am running. We're going to get rid of old Sloppy Joe. Bear Democrat presidential candidate right here, right now, people. Hell, it's July. Go ahead, get your votes in early. Get them in often. You can vote as many times as... Think of it as like American Idol. Just vote as many times as you want. Many times as you want. Yes, Bear for president. Let me bring up... Where is my... Hold on one second here. There we go. Bear 2024. We're going straight to the White House, Amy. Bear's going straight to the White House. He's been called and asked, and he says no at first, and now after. Let me read the article once again here from the old fish wrap that Bear has. New Florida law, Amy. Wait a minute, I shouldn't be telling Amy this, I don't think. New Florida law allows bears to be shot in self-defense, Amy. In self-defense. That is Bears Charlottesville. That is a bridge too far. So he's throwing in, I don't know, cap, hat, glasses. I don't know. I'm throwing something into the ring. 2024. It's the year of the bear. Year o' the bear out here. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, Amy. I got dressed up. Got dressed up for this. It's a very special occasion. Bear doesn't normally wear clothes, but he will. He will in this case. Fish wrap paper got new fish. I think tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow when there's some picnic baskets out there. Otherwise, it's going to be like, I don't know, ribs or, I don't know, burgers or something like that. Maybe some chicken. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, let me get back to it. Very important, very, very important article here, people. They are bearing the lead in this article here, people. So bears are allowed to shoot in self-defense. No, the opposite. They are allowed to shoot bears in self-defense, but bears are not allowed to maul people in self-defense. That's completely good old Ron Red Rum Death Santis out here. Gosh dang it. A bear does need to be able to defend him or herself. That's true. Ask Mom, who was shot by a freaking hunter. It's not supposed to hunt. Well, it did. And what happened? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Now they're going to come after Bear. Not on my watch. That's why Bear needs some Secret Service protection. I mean, that's kind of the other reason that he's running for president. You know, kind of like RFK Jr., I suppose. I guess we're both a little kind of iffy on the vax as well. We shall see. Humans should have the guns now that bears in the woods are getting all the women. Only 7 out of 8, and they're TikTok women, P-Money. TikTok women. All right, let me get to this. Let me get to this right away here, people. From the New York Post, Patrick Riley, the French Excalibur sword has vanished, people. After 1,300 years, is the sword in the stone. Literally, they say. Literally. I mean, literally. There we go, right there. An ancient sword known as the French version of King Arthur's legendary Excalibur has mysteriously vanished from the town where, according to local lore, it'll remain lodged in a rock for 1,300 years, people. The Durandal sword appears to have been taken by a thief from its stone in the tiny medieval town of Rocamadour. Hey, it's French, people. Just deal with it. Where it was one of the town's main attractions. For centuries, it's been believed the sword once belonged to Roland, a semi-legendary knight who bravely fought for Charlemagne in the 8th century, people. Indeed. Officials in Rocamadour have launched an investigation into the disappearance of the sword, which was yanked from its spot on a cliff wall some 100 feet from the ground. Let's see. Durandal. D-U-R-A-N-D-A-L. Durandal. We'll go with that. Was an indestructible sword and the sharpest in the world, able to cut through a stone with a single blow, according to the legend. Well, it looks like it made it right there. Look at there. The sword's magical qualities were described in the 11th century epic poem, The Song of Roland. The poem, written in Old French, is the oldest surviving major work of French literature, with the sole surviving copy stashed in the Boulder Lane Library in Oxford. Oxford, that's in England. What the hell's it doing there? Crying out loud. Charlemagne received the Durandal from an angel before he gifted it to his best soldier, according to the legend, Roland. Let's check out Roland here. There he is. Before his valiant death at the Battle of Rocanville Pass, tried to break the sword on the rocks to prevent his enemies from taking it, but even he could not destroy the sword. Let's see, it goes on. The knight then threw the sword in the air, which then traveled hundreds of miles before landing in the cliff and Rocamendor, the legend says. The disappearance has devastated locals. We're going to miss the Durandal. It's been part of Rocamendor for centuries, and there's not a guide who doesn't point it out when he visits, says the mayor, and I'm not even pronouncing that. Rocamendor feels like it's been robbed of a part of itself, but even if it's a legend, the destinies of our village and the sword are intertwined, she added. Police are trying to determine how someone could have scaled the 100 feet of sheer rock face to snatch the sword. No, police! You need to go find the guy that's running around France with a freaking magical sword that's indestructible. I mean, I think we're burying the lead here, people. There is somebody out there with a magical sword that nobody's been able to take out of the stone for 1,300 years. Now they're all just kind of gallianting about France, freaking Europe somewhere. I mean, who knows what's going to go on, people? This has been crazy. We got legendary swords out there that nobody knows where it's at. I think they are burying the lead here, people. I told my wife I'm going on a quest to find a sword. She told me to wash the dishes first. Yeah, trying to get the oil stains out of a dish. That's just as hard as pulling a sword from the stone, for sure. For sure. What is that horse? That horse has a unique. Hold on, let me. I just saw the horse there. Holy cow! Look at the face on that horse. I don't know. There we go. I had no idea. Boy, but man, that guy is. Holy cow! That guy is. That guy's definitely seen things, hasn't he? Man, oh man, he's seen that magical sword fly through the air. He's like, man, I hope nobody else takes it out of the stone. Otherwise, we're in deep doo-doo. Well, 1,300 years later, here we are, people. Deep old doo-doo. Deep old doo-doo. Yeah, that guy's definitely seen things there. But there you go. Sword missing in action somewhere in Europe, somewhere. Maybe there is like a Highlander movie in here somewhere where he had to like take the sword out and, it could only be the one last Highlander. And maybe that's how it works. I don't know, people. There's a magical sword missing in France, and that's really bad, man. That is really, really bad. That is another Bear will protect everyone in the United States that votes for Bear that hasn't been deported to Antarctica. He will protect you, hopefully, from magical swords. That is a day one campaign promise. Wait, hold on. If I'm getting rid of guns, how are we going to protect people from swords? We'll have to workshop this, people. We'll need to go back to the old workshop and figure this one out here, but we'll figure something out. I suppose gaslight from both sides. If Bear learns anything from the Democrat Party, it's when you get caught in kind of a no, look over there. That's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna deflect and blame somebody else. Orange Man bad. Orange Man is bad, people. That's what Bear knows. That's what he knows. That's why you are going to vote early and often. Bear 2024. Yes, indeed, people. Does the magic sword shoot lasers? Oh my God. I have not thought of that. Amy. Oh my God. Or lightning. It could be lightning. Ooh. Did Steven Stamkos steal the sword? He might have. Maybe that's why he can't be part of lightning anymore. I don't know, people. It is a mystery for Bear. Mystery for us all out here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Amy, are they... And by the way, say hello to Melissa out there. Are they doing a D&Q tonight? I don't know. I didn't... Oh, wait. I turned in, like, really briefly the last show, and there's some guy just jabbering on. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. Shut up, dude. Let somebody else talk. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't know if they're... I didn't catch the show the last time. So if they aren't doing another show, I Hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Yes, indeed. Let's see. As long as you don't sleep on a debate, you will already be 10 times a better candidate, says P-Money. Bear's best work is between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. He makes an exception for you people here. He's jacked up on no-dos, but 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's it, man. No, Bear will promise. He will at least promise a 12-hour work week. Well, maybe not a 12-hour. 8 hour. I promise a 7-hour. I promise a 6-hour work week, not including the weekends. You got to give Bear a little bit of time off. Also, we're going to be digging. We're going to be needing to make some caves in Washington, D.C. Oh, you know what? I can just sleep in the Natural History Museum. That's what Bear can do. We just clear everybody out of the Natural History Museum, and Bear will just take court there. They got to have some caves there, right? It's been a while since Bear went there. Been a while. Of course, they kicked him out the last time. Oh my God, there's a bear here. Hey, man. Yeah, of course. They're behind glass. No, he's here. Anyways. They sure are, says Amy. Oh, there you go. There you go. We are drawing something. Hey, Melissa. Tonight's D&Q is Jujitsu Kaisen. Kaison? Jujitsu Kaisen? I have no idea. You know, Bear reads these things, and he's like, oh, yay. I think. And then it's like, oh. Anime, maybe. Okay. We will go with that, Amy. We'll go with anime, maybe. You know what? Bear could use some good artwork for his campaign coming up. They should be doing a Bear 2020. I need to have like the pose of Obama, just like looking wistfully into the air, with the side portrait. I'm doing it right here, right? You can't see me, but like wistfully looking up into the. I mean, not like the king here. I don't want like that. I want like that. Well, maybe put a bunch of medals on there. That would work maybe. But yeah, I could really use some good old artwork. We need to push old Sloppy Joe out, get Bear in. Here we go, people. Here we go. I hope not to do a write-in candidacy, but we'll see. We only got a couple more months to the convention. I think. Wait, no, it's like what? Late this month, early next month. I do not have time to waste, people. Literally, do not have time to waste on any of this to get on the ballot here. 2024 Bear, says Lindy. There you go. Wistfully looking up, thinking of salmon. There we go. Yes, indeed. In fact, it could be instead of like all red. Instead of like, oops, get rid of that. There we go. Instead of all red, it could be like it'd be like salmon color. It could be something like that. There we go. I'm gonna do. If Bear gets there in time, Bear is going to hopefully lobby Mike into drawing Bear 2024 for TNQ tonight. Bear Russian bots ticket, says P-Money. No, I'm thinking about maybe John Fetterman as the running mate. I think Bear in the lump. Got to win Pennsylvania. So Bear in the lump 2024. John Fetterman, friend of Israel, working man out there, fashion, edge of the fashion out there. Change the whole rules of the Senate. I think Bear Fetterman 2024. That might be. I need to talk to him first. Got to talk to him first there, but. I don't know. Of course, Fetterman could always take out Bear in self-defense. Then he becomes president. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta think about that. Gotta think about that for a while. Gotta have somebody there that won't take Bear's luster. Not at all, people. Not at all. What kind of crazy world do we live in, people, where magical swords are disappearing, bears are running for president of the United States, AI bots are lying to everybody? I don't know, man. It's a crazy, crazy world out there, people. We'll get through it. We'll get through it here together. All right, people. Well, I hope everyone out there is going to be having a great, except for P Money. Hope everyone out there, except for P Money, is going to have a great 4th of July out there. Enjoy, the friends, the fireworks, the beer, the barbecue, all that good stuff out there. So hopefully you enjoy yourself. Don't blow off your hands. Please, don't do that. And we'll do this probably on Saturday as well. I do need to take some time to do, we're going to try and do, hopefully next week, From Russia with Love. So I might think about taking Saturday. I was going to think about taking a day off, but I didn't do it. So we shall see. We shall see. Keep it open, people. But we try to do this every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 p.m. for you good people out here. But I want to go ahead and thank everybody out here, including our Russian bots and lurkers, of course. A good old Lindy, Amy, Melissa as well, P Money, and our Russian bots and lurkers. Yes, indeed. But you know what, people? All this talk about salmon colors is making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Night, everybody.